What's up everyone? My name is James Shotwell and this is the Music Biz channel. This week I want to talk about the death of social media. Now I know that you are thinking right now that I'm absolutely crazy because you love TikTok or Snapchat or Instagram or whatever it happens to be, but let me be honest with you. Social media is dying and it is being replaced with recommendation media. And what is that? Well, that's what we're going to talk about. To put it in the simplest terms, social media is based on your social circles and the people that you surround yourself with and the people that those people surround themselves with. Recommendation media is based solely on your interests. To give you a platform versus platform version, think Facebook is social media and TikTok is recommendation media. And when I say that, you can probably start to understand why recommendation media is replacing social media. All right, let me give you an example that might feel relatable. When you were 17, you and your 3 closest friends all added each other on Facebook. It was still kind of a new website, you were just getting onto social media, and you were really close. And as you all shared content, you liked each other's posts, and you stayed really close. But as time has gone on, over the last decade, over the last 15, 16 years, a lot has happened. You've all gone off to college, maybe you went to different schools. Some of you got married, some of you have gotten divorced, some of you have had kids, some of you have lost your parents, some of you may even be dead by now. At this point, what is happening on your social media is still connected to those 17-year-olds that you became friends with all those years ago. See, a lifetime ago, when you started making connections on these social media platforms, it said, okay, James, that's me, likes these 3 people and the things that those people like must be of interest to James. And as I've added people to my collection, it's kept that logic going. So now my Facebook feed is just trying to guess from all the people that I've made over all the years what I might like to see because it doesn't really know why I like these people. We have very different interests, yet we're still friends on the platform. So it doesn't really know what to show me and end up seeing a whole bunch of junk that I don't care about. Now let's compare that idea to what would happen at the exact same group of people if we got on TikTok. So we're 17 years old again. We all sign up for TikTok. We're tight friends. We're making videos. We're liking each other's posts. It's really cool. But then as we get off to college and our lives start to change, we get different interests. I get into music. Maybe you get into movies. Maybe someone else gets into boating and another guy gets into baseball. Really into baseball. Well, I might still see your posts from time to time, but TikTok isn't necessarily interested in our one-to-one relationship. TikTok understands that each individual person is an evolving thing. Our needs change, our wants change, our interests change. And while our friend group may remain the same, there's a lot of personal evolution going on for each individual that may not run in parallel with everybody else that they know. And that's where recommendation excels. And the beautiful thing about recommendation media isn't even that it's focused on what you're actually interested in rather than the people that you know. It's that it's predictive. So let me give you an example. Right now on TikTok, if you were to log into my account, you would see nothing but musicians. There's a lot of artists and people who work with artists and people who talk about the music industry. That's what my feed primarily is. But every so often, TikTok starts to show me new ideas because the algorithm understands that I'm evolving. And as I like different types of videos, it's learning how I'm changing. So maybe when I first signed up, I only liked rock-related music TikToks. But now I got into country music. And along the way, I started liking a lot of videos about boots and hats. So now I'm starting to see videos about how to get really nice boots or how to buy a really nice hat that will go with my country ensemble. And maybe in a few months, that'll change again and it'll start showing me sports drinks or something else that I'm interested in. The thing about recommendation media, unlike social media, which doesn't seem to evolve, is that recommendation media is all about evolving with the individual. So while everyone in the world is creating content and the algorithm is serving that content to all sorts of people, each individual person basically exists in a silo of their own creation, where the algorithm is trying to keep them enveloped in content that it thinks they will like. And when they say they don't like something, it scratches that off the list and goes to the next thing. And as soon as it gets an inkling of something you might be interested in, it gives you more and more of that until you're sick of it and then it moves on. So you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with music? What does this have to do with music marketing? You're telling me right now that my followers don't exactly matter because it's not about who's following you or who you follow, it's about the type of content that you create, and that doesn't necessarily sound like it can be gamed. And I disagree to some extent. You can definitely game this system, but what really matters here is that as we move towards recommendation media, I think all artists are going to actually benefit from this change. Because it's no longer going to be about Joe knows James and James likes the front bottoms, so maybe Joe will like the front bottoms. It'll just go, Joe is really into acoustic songs right now. So let me find everyone on TikTok that has an acoustic song and all the sounds that use acoustic sounds and start giving them to him and see what he likes. And as he tells me what he likes, I'm going to find different accounts and more specific accounts and slowly niche down until I'm giving him exactly what he wants. And the beauty of that as a creator or as a creative person is that your art will inevitably be served to the exact person you want it to. Now, the algorithm is not perfect. It's not going to find your entire demographic or your entire target audience, but through these algorithms, through this recommendation algorithm, trying to figure out what people like and what they'll like 6 months from now, it is able to target people in a way that previous social media iterations never have. And that's a good thing. And you may be thinking right now, James, this sounds great, but Facebook still runs on social media, and Twitter is still social media, and Instagram is still social media. But let me tell you, that's only temporary. You see, if you look at what's happening, you've noticed that a lot of companies have started to copy what TikTok does, short looping videos. YouTube calls them shorts, Instagram calls them reels. Those reels are also available on Facebook. And if you look at the content that's shared there, you'll see a lot of videos that were originally on TikTok are now shorts and they're now reels, or they started as reels and now they're on TikTok and now they're on shorts, or you get the idea. The content is going everywhere. And the reason that this is happening, in addition to it just being what consumers want more of, consumers want this recommendation media, they want these looping videos. All these companies are trying to build a giant well of data about you. Now, they already have a bunch, but it's all built towards an algorithm that relies on social media. Moving forward, they're going to transition into recommendation media, which means they need a whole bunch of new information about you. Facebook can't rely on the data from when you and your friends joined when you were 17 years old. Facebook needs to know about you right now in your 20s or 30s, the people that you're around and the things that you like. And the way that it feels is best to do that is through giving you the most engaged content. And that is, right now, looping videos. So when people come up to me and they say, James, you're always telling people to make TikToks, you're always telling people to make more stuff, why does it matter? Well, it doesn't matter just because of TikTok. It matters because we're moving towards this recommendation algorithm. And the more you can give it to serve to people that is relevant to you, your brand, your sound, your career, your current objectives, the more you are going to be hitting the people who might actually start to care about your music. And I think that's a beautiful thing. It's no longer about hoping that, Doja Cat tweets out your single and that 1 billion people jump on it. I mean, if that happens still, that's a good thing and I wish it for you. But you don't need those kind of endorsements anymore. Algorithms are going to work void of endorsements. They're just going to give people what they want. And if you're making something that somebody out there wants, or hopefully lots of people want, you're going to find them and you're going to have a career. Now, I know this is a lot of information, and for people that are not too tech savvy, it may feel a little overwhelming. But good news, Music Biz is here to help you. Yes, every single week I make videos about working in the modern music industry. My name's James, I've been in here for 15 years, I've been making videos for the last several, and I would love for you to join this journey. So if you haven't done so already, please click the subscribe button below. And if you prefer to listen to rather not look at my face, you'd rather just listen to it, well, there's a podcast version of the show as well. Just look up the Music Biz Podcast wherever you get audio. I'll be back again soon, but until then, take care of yourself because you deserve it.